sleep with this message. And that message is Black and Latino people work extremely too hard. And I don't want to hear any backlash in the comments. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. And I'm only speaking from my own experience. But Black and Latino people work so hard that it creates an early demise, and it creates circumstances to where they're not able to, or we're not able to enjoy the life that we deserve. I came to this conclusion based on my own experiences, my own observations, and it's true. I used to work in a predominantly Latino high school in a Latino neighborhood. And we would have little events like report card pickup, parent night, etc., etc. And I would see these parents coming in, work boots worn out, looking tired on their face, like they just worked 10, 12-hour shifts. But the good thing is they was there. They were there for their children, and I could just see the stress on their faces from all of the hard work, and I get it, especially if you're not from this country and you're working hard to try to provide for your family. I get it, I get it. But we're missing something. We're missing something because it should be more about the relationships, the networking, and being interconnected. Um, I'll explain what I mean by that later. But even in my own life, my dad was a carpenter, and don't get me wrong, he made good money, but he was working like hard. That type of work wears on your body, it keeps you away from your family. Granted, my mother was able to be a stay-at-home mom and be present for us at school. And even my dad, he went to all my sporting events with me. Them long ass track meets that I had, he was there despite working all week. But now that he's retired, it's like he don't even know how to enjoy his time because he's so used to working. And then I can even bring myself into the fold. If you've watched some of my earlier videos, you know that during the pandemic, during 2020, I relocated from Chicago to Houston and came back 6 months later, Christmas 2020. But when I came back after filing for divorce and all of that, I had two full-time jobs plus a part-time contractual role with my baby was, I think he was 2 or 3 at the time, with a small child on my own. I damn near worked myself into an early grave. And let me tell you how strong willed I was. So it was a pandemic. School was virtual. Y'all know I work in a school. So school was virtual. So I was being a school counselor virtually. I went through the training for a full-time remote job with an insurance company while I was doing my full-time job. I was literally splitting my brain, looking at the training, following along with the training, participating in the training, and handling my responsibilities as a school counselor. So I would be a school counselor from 8:30 to 3:45, and then from 4:30 to like 1 o'clock in the morning, I was on them phones for the insurance company, and it was stressful. Like it got to the point I was on the phone crying with one of the clients that called into the insurance company because he was an older guy, retired, and he was just what they would do. The clients would call the insurance company to try to help them find mental health resources. And it was super stressful for me because many of the mental health resources, i.e., providers and counselors that we would provide for them to reach out to make their appointments, were booked and didn't have space. So here they had us, this insurance company had us giving these patients and clients these counselors' names and numbers, knowing damn well that they did not have any open spots. And so it left them back at square one. That was stressful. Then the people would be frustrated, like, you already gave me that. They don't have any appointments. I need to see somebody ASAP. And it was very frustrating. But the guy that I was talking to, he was a retired guy. He used to be a carpenter. Like, it was like I was talking to my daddy. He was like, yeah, my kids, they don't talk to me anymore. I don't want to be in the way. And I was just crying because I felt so bad because I empathized with him. And when it got to that point, I was like, mm-mm. But what really sent me over the edge was I was working, working, working. I was making money hand over. You can imagine the type of money that I was making hand over foot because I was doing what I had to do, working hard, working my fingers to the bone to take care of me and my baby. Because me filing for a divorce was not going to set us back. It was not going to alter the lifestyle that we were used to living, especially in COVID. I'm like, we got to be living plush because I'm working from home, so I need to be comfortable. But I had the wrong mindset. And I knew that I had the wrong mindset when God set me down. I could not even get out of the bed. I got so sick. I didn't have the virus. I didn't have, COVID. But he set me down. I could not even get out of the bed. I could not get out of the bed for at least a week. Which guess what? It means that I missed out on money. I could not go, couldn't do the counseling role. I couldn't do the remote role with the insurance company. I couldn't even speak to my therapy clients. He sat me down. What that allowed me to do, that allowed my body to detox. Okay? When I got better, I started drinking natural juices and just putting good things in my body to give me the nutrients that I needed. And when I got back well, I felt so great. And what it did was it pushed me to quit that insurance job. It pushed me to pour myself into a business idea of my own. And by the summer of that following year, I had launched the business idea that I had been envisioning. And I worked hard towards that because I knew that it would give me freedom of time back, freedom to not only be there with my kid, but to actually be actively present because that's important. And so, going back to my original statement that Black and Latino people work too hard, like we will work ourselves into an early grave, and it's not cool. We need to start thinking different. We need to start changing our mindsets. I know that we think, oh, we work hard so that our children do not have to, but really, we're just further perpetuating the trauma. That hard working that we do, guess what? We pass it on to our kids and they see us and they think that's what they're supposed to do. Work their fingers to the bone and not enjoy their lives. What type of life is that to live? It's not a good life. So if you're hearing this and it resonates with you, I hope and I pray that it pushes you to start shifting your mindset. Shifting your mindset from one of lack and working paycheck to paycheck and thinking that you have to bust your ass for $10, $15 an hour. No, that's not cool. Like, even yesterday, I'm gonna be honest with you. So I'm trying to work my way out of some debt because, lawyer fees and funding the business and this, that, and the third. And so I hopped on Indeed, something I haven't done in a long time. And I'm looking through, some little work from home jobs or some little side jobs. And to work for 15 to $18 an hour, overnights, be away from my kid, not getting the proper rest, it's not worth it. So I'm like, okay, let me hop on here and let me express my opinions and share this with other people so that they can get on top of changing their mindset because this is not the life that we were meant to live. I'm sorry, it's not. It's not. And it's crazy because I know that Chicago has had a recent influx of immigrants come in and it's caused all this, it's caused a lot of uproar. And my heart goes out to those families. And I just hope that they don't come to this country with the mentality of, I'm going to work my fingers to the bone so that we can have a better life. Like, no, it's a different way. It's a different way. And it all starts with your mindset. So I hope that you guys receive this. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Again, I know this won't resonate with everyone, so please hold your negative comments. I mean, if you gotta say your negative piece, say it. But yeah, so yeah, good luck.